Hi, I'm JoAnna. I'm a cosmetologist. I work at Genesis Salon in Wyalusing, PA.
What is involved in your position, such as your responsibilities?
Pretty much like just taking care of your clients as like color, waxing, and just like obviously with cleaning, a lot of cleaning's involved. We're very big with sanitation and things like that. Just making sure our clients are taken care of really is like our main thing, and then our colors and manicures, pretty much just all personal hygiene as well.
Okay. Do you work for others or do you own your own business?
I actually work for a business, like I said, called Genesis Salon, and there's 6 of us, 6 stylists there, so.
What education do you need to do your job?
You need to go to a cosmetology school or at Elk Lake. The cosmetology school I went to was Jolie Academy in Wilkes-Barre, and that was about a year program. So it takes you through all the steps of hair, nails, sanitation, bacteria, and all of that.
And what is Elk Lake? Is it a Vo-Tech?
Yep, it's like a Vo-Tech, just as the northern tier would in Tijuana too. So like you can do both in Elk Lake or in Tijuana. That's local.
Okay. How long did it take to finish your education?
About a year it took. Obviously it's kind of like school. If you were sick, you had to like make up a day and stuff, or with weather, if you couldn't make it, you just have to make up the days. But around a year is the full education.
Okay. Is there advanced training offered or required in your occupation?
Yes, you definitely like want to keep up with classes and stuff throughout your whole career, just because everything is changing day by day, year by year. So it's good to keep up with classes, with different styles of things, and everything changes. Haircuts change. Things keep coming back like from the 80s, and I was not born in the 80s, so I need to learn some of that kind of stuff. So you just have to keep yourself educated.
What personal skills help you in your job?
What personal skill? That's a good one. I think, a personal skill for me would be just being personable. I love dealing with people, so for me, that's a skill I know I can use because I like talking to people and interacting with people. So for that, I like being able to use that skill that I have.
What's a typical day's work for you?
Typical day's work is I start at 9 o'clock. Normally, I only do hair, so I'll have maybe like 4 to 5 clients on a regular day, maybe some more. Just, colors, and then in between is cleaning, quick lunch break if I can find one in there, and and then normally I end at 7 and then go home and repeat it again.
What is the salary range for your occupation in general?
That's a tough one because it really depends on the area you work. Because if you're in more of a city, it definitely is more. If you're in a rural, it definitely is like harder to make. I don't even really know if I could give an exact salary because it just depends on how much you work and, like I said, like where you work. So I really don't even know a general salary like I could say, but it's basically based on how much you want to work, and then that is where your money comes from.
Okay. Are there opportunities for advancement in your occupation?
Yes and no. Like for me, I don't want to own a salon. I want to work under somebody because owning a salon is a lot of responsibility. But, like the advancement you can make is just, building a great clientele and a great book, and always just having people rebooking with you. And to me, that's like an advantage that, would propel me, that I feel.
What made you decide that this was the right occupation for you?
I never knew I wanted to do hair until I went to college, and I could not find a major that fit me. I didn't want to sit behind a desk, and I didn't want to deal with numbers, so I just kind of thought, like, what do I love to do every day? I love to do my hair every day. I love to do my makeup, so I'm like, well, that's a job I can look into. And then that's when I realized, when I got into school and started learning it, that this is definitely what I wanted to do.
What should a high school student be doing right now to prepare for this occupation?
really just kind of start diving into different things, whether you just start learning how to do like a braid, or learning how to like paint your nails or something. Just really kind of start learning how to do certain things like on yourself, because doing things on other people is very intimidating. I think you should just start looking into, if you do like doing the beauty industry, just start like asking your friends if you can like braid their hair, or just different things like that. And definitely start looking into schools, because I think it's a really great thing to get into if you're into that.
Do you allow students to job shadow you?
At Genesis, I've only been there for 2 years now, and I haven't seen anyone job shadow, but I think that definitely is an option. I've never had a student shadow me before, but I think that would be great, because I shadowed when I worked in Scranton, and it helped me tremendously, because going right into the salon, like the whole salon thing, it's very intimidating. Like I said, like doing highlights for the first time is intimidating. So I'm glad I got to shadow under somebody, watch them do it for a while, and then go in to do it.
Are there other careers that are related to your field that you can talk about?
Yes, there's definitely like a lot of careers. Like I know, like with wedding planning people, they're always looking for like someone that they can have work with them. So like if the wedding planner has a wedding coming up, you're their go-to. You know, if you want to go to Hollywood and like be on a TV show and do makeup and stuff for hair like that. Like there's a lot of different careers that you can do. You don't just have to be salon based. You can always like sprout with different things like that.
Do you or your employer become involved in community events?
Yes. We do, like if there's like fundraisers coming up, we like to donate. Like I said, when I worked in Scranton, it was more of a city, so there was a lot of events going on, and we would do at museums like braids for girls, and we would just do as much as we can, like with the community. I know in my listing here, we do as many donations as we can with fundraisers, and just really try to help out our community as much as possible.
What do you like about your job?
What do I like about my job? There's a lot, but I definitely think just seeing people every day. I love my coworkers. Like dealing with the coworkers I have is amazing. So going into work and loving your coworkers, I think and loving your job is the first thing. But I have great clients. Like I think just people in general. I like dealing with the public. So
what don't you like about your job?
What don't I? What don't I like? Well, I don't do perms, so I guess I could say I don't like perms, but there's just, sometimes it gets tiring. You know, like talking all day and standing on your feet all day does get very tiring, so you definitely do have to adapt to that kind of stuff.
What classes should a high school student take to prepare?
Like I said, like with Northern Tier and like Outbreak, what they provide, I think I honestly wish I would have, if I knew back then that this was going to be my career, I would have loved to have done that, because that's your high school and it's free. I had to pay for my degree, so really I think if you just want to dab into it, I think it's a good thing just to like maybe go to that career in like the career center and just dabble in it. And then if you don't, you know, there was no money spent. So I think it's just something, if you think you would like it, just to dabble, because I know I would have loved to have done that.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell someone considering a career in this field?
It's definitely, when you start off, you can't expect to make a lot of money. You definitely have to work your way up. You really have to learn how to work with people, learn how to just be like a very personal person, and then things will come for you. You know, when I started, I definitely was not making a lot, but of course with bills and everything else, I don't think any coming out of high school, colleges. But you just, you know, you have to work, and you really have to love what you do. So I think someone that is looking into this, you should really love it, because then that's when you're going to be successful and be really happy in life.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.